Hello, it's the Anfield Wrap, it's the summer, loads of transfer speculation and all that stuff. But Mr. John Gibbons here, he went to every Liverpool game last season. So for those of you that don't read the website, well, why not, number one. But number two, John documented that journey all through the season with a home and away column, which is well worth a read. So every single one of the 47 games Liverpool played, John was there and John wrote something up. So we just thought we'd have a little chat about it because it's quite I'm not saying it's unique, there's probably other lads and girls who've done it. But nevertheless, there's plenty out there who haven't, so just thought it was worth a chat. So big moments then from the 47, John, what was... I
mean, before you get on to that, I think it's actually... It is actually quite rare. We spoke to a lot of people when I decided to do it, like people who I thought at one point you must have done every game, and they hadn't really, you know what I mean, missed one or two. And I think it's quite easy to miss, like, and you do have to miss some stuff. Like I missed both my niece and my nephew's birthday parties, which didn't go down well at all, like, you know what I mean, and like I've only got one of each, you know what I mean, it's not like I've got loads, but my sisters, both her kids, missed both the birthday parties, so you do have to sort of miss stuff. Some stuff, like, you have to, remember after Chelsea having to get up at the crack of dawn because I needed to be somewhere, you know, back for the Saturday, and so that was a bit mad because I'd had a pint at Chelsea, and so rushing round. So you can see how it is difficult because the kind of stuff comes up, and you need a
life and that gets in
you
the
need
way.
An understanding wife who's quite happy to only book holidays and international breaks and stuff like that. So it is actually. I thought when I said I was going to do it, I thought a few more people will say, oh, I've done it, but of my lot and people who have met, like, very few had. So, yeah, there you go.
Well, let us know. If anyone out there is watching and you've done it, let us know, because it is quite the feat. And yeah, I guess before we do highlights, actually, was there ever any moments there where you thought across the course of the season, I'm not going to do it today. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
You always sort of think I'm going to do it, but there was a couple like I wasn't in the mood for. Southampton in the League Cup, like we'd just drawn with Plymouth at home, so I knew I was having to go away to Plymouth the next week, but we had the Southampton away first in the League Cup semi-final, and it's January and everyone's feeling a bit under weather and a bit skint and having to get into a car and go to Southampton for a game that, you knew if it had been like a one-off semi-final, I'd been more up for it, but so that one just sort of couldn't be bothered. And then Watford recently.
Monday night.
Yeah, well, I'd had a stag do on the weekend and night, so read that one because that's an epic. That on the website, the Watford one, it's like, there's about 2,000 words before I even get to the Monday because my weekend has been ridiculous. We're busy to London, back up to Leeds, and then back down to Watford, and I was in the car going, I'm just defeated here, and but obviously got rewarded with a brilliant goal. So them two stick out, but then loads of others where they were really nice, where in normal circumstances I wouldn't have gone, and at a boss day, and so that's, if you've got a chance to go, like you should always, and you've got the dough, just find a way, because even if you think, that will be that good, there's some great ones where, in normal years I would have swerved it, like probably the Plymouth one in the FA Cup, it's a long way Wednesday night, but decided to go, and we had a really good time down there, and so yeah, it just shows.
So any highlights stick out? Great goals, great days?
The Sadio Mane one in terms of moments, obviously right up there. A lot of people would have been in that. Palace away, we had a brilliant day. I thought the Reds were terrific. We got the Firmino goal, which was right in front of us with the shirt off, and we had an absolute scream on the way back. That was where the Nathaniel Klein song came from and all that. So Palace was a real scream. I loved Burton, because Burton's a stand, so you can stand at Burton. So, we got down there. There's a little bar under the concourse. There wasn't many of us there, so that always makes it feel a bit more special. We won 5-0. Daniel Sturridge and Origi, I think it was, with most of the goals anyway, and we played really well. I think it was sunny as well. Just a really nice night, and loads of songs going because it was a terrace. A couple of surges when the goals went in, even though they weren't big goals, just because you could do it. You know what I mean? And so Burton was brilliant. So then obviously once it got into the business end, the Stoke let off with the Firmino goal. Everyone have seen the videos now because there's that brilliant one from behind the opposite goal, isn't there, when Firmino volleys it, and everyone goes absolutely bananas. Considering how poorly we played first half, you know, that let off for that goal was kind of absolutely exceptional, and that's what you do it for, isn't it? Then you're buzzing all the way home then, because you know you've just seen the Reds do it, and that was getting towards the kind of business end of the season then. So yeah, they're probably be ones that kind of stick out in my mind really. Yeah.
So having done it now, Liverpool back in Europe next season, fancy it again?
No. I think, well, I mean, I can't afford it with the Europe ones, to be honest with you, and it's been like, it'll be a sore point if I bring it up as at home as well, but kind of what it's taught me is like, is you should only really go when you're really up for it anyway, because those games are talked about, like Southampton when I was a bit of a misery and all that, well, you're not getting behind the Reds, and that's the whole point, isn't it? So if you're not kind of stood there thinking, oh, I don't really want to be here, then you shouldn't be. You should be giving your ticket to someone else who's going to shout and scream and you know, get going and try and get the Reds going. So I think I'll pick and choose a bit more next season based on kind of which ones I really fancy. Then your support, your individual support's going to be better as well. So, you know, hats off to people who've done it, you know, kind of year on year if you have. But missing the odd one or two, I think it just makes you know, the absence go a bit fonder really, and you know, you start to kind of look forward to them. So a couple of maybe Europeans if we can swing it, Gareth, you know what I mean? Yeah. If we can do that, and then maybe fancy, there's a couple, you know, Huddersfield I've not done before coming up, so that'd be a good one. Brighton can't wait, never done Brighton, absolutely can't wait for Brighton. And Newcastle's always a belter, brilliant away trip, you know, really good bevy up there. So the three promoted ones I'm definitely going to do with them, but we'll wait and see on the other ones. But if there's a couple on the Wednesday nights a long way away, I might swear them this time.
Fair enough, I don't think anyone's going to hold it against you, mate. So yeah, that's Gibbo there talking about his mad journey through a 47-game journey going home and away. He's been able to tell you his tale all the way through. He's added some great colour to the podcast as well, and that's what the Anfield Wrap's all about, really. You know, it's a bit of everything, a bit of analysis, a bit of the story of the fans, a bit of the colour of occasions of going to football matches. So if you haven't give our podcast a go, yeah, what are you up to? There's free ones all the way through the summer. There's tour player subscription shows all the way through the summer as well. They're £5 a month. So give our podcast a go. Thanks for supporting us. And as I say, if you've had a mad journey through the season yourself, let us know in the comment boxes below. We always give them a read.